So you can go first, but I don't feel like going first right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh, I'd rather just attack your argument first, saying that we already started there, even though we're restarting the debate. I'd rather. Plus, my arguments usually take longer. I'll choose like Akashida.
I, who the hell is that, bro? I'll just send the argument. I mean,
I already have the argument. You don't need to send it again.
oh shit,
Okay,
you
look at the
know,
argument, Madoka, bro. What you got doing? That sucks.
Madoka is ass.
Yeah. Anyways,
You know, a Bakugo argument
uh,
is a lot better.
All right, sure.
okay,
So I'm not looking at the argument right now because, like I said, I'm playing the game. Uh, but P1 basically just follows that.
Wait, where's the
Hold up. Never
argument?
mind. I could probably just check it after I die, if I die. Wall.
Who the hell? Who is Akashi though?
I don't know. You invited everybody to this except for Gio. I invited Gio.
No, bro, your character.
Oh, Akashi. I thought you said Akashi though, but yeah, Akashi is
Is it the basketball player?
yeah. Send the
Yeah,
guy
what
you think is Gator.
the fuck?
Bro,
Yo,
Akashi. So, all right,
what the
I got.
fuck?
I'll just leave this match. All right. Anyways, if someone can see the future and determine another's destiny, then when they foresee it reflects a person's destiny. Uh, I
Yes.
I just disagree with P1. So P1 states if someone can see the future and determine another's destiny. I think that's mainly the problem there. When you say that can determine someone's destiny, two things. One, for the rest of your argument, this is under the assumption that the said destiny is just like it's
Yeah.
unconditional,
I'm
right? It doesn't
wanna,
have any conditions to it. So like, huh?
I just want to know if you disagree with the analytics being laid out. I don't care for how it connects to the rest of the argument as of right now. Like,
Okay, sure. Yeah. So someone seeing the future, I don't think someone can determine someone else's destiny. Just what it means to be destined is an event that will necessarily happen. I think someone can see the future and predict someone's destiny, or not even just like predict what
bro,
they believe is going to
what
happen.
do
But
you
I don't
think
think
I
they can
mean when I say determine the destiny, bro?
determine is just making an accurate depiction of what's going to happen. Predict can just be a guess of what's going to happen based off what they see. That's
So,
the main differentiator I give there. If you agree for
okay.
predict to be, if you agree for predict to be substituted with that determined there, then I'm fine with that. But either way, I think they can make a prediction, but not
I
determine. I
mean,
want to use the word determine.
I'll probably think it's accurate in the sense that it connects. Like, are you just saying like the whole? You don't disagree. You disagree with the analytics, or you disagree with how it applies to Night Eye, bro? I'm confused.
Oh my lord! I just explained. Okay, when you use the word determine, what I
Yeah,
believe
I mean, I
determine
think
means in the
it's
sentence
like,
would just be accurately depicting. So instead of saying accurately depict, because I don't agree with necessarily it being an accurate depiction, just because they can see the future doesn't mean they can have an accurate depiction of what's going to happen. If you substitute that with predict, then sure, I can agree. But then the second part of it, then what they foresee reflects that person's destiny. Under the prediction, I would disagree with that because it could uphold the possibility of reflecting someone's destiny, but I don't think that that's a necessary or a necessity.
all right, bro. I
Is there
mean,
anywhere where
when
you like
so
lost?
you think there's some type of like other possible future when I'm going under my definition for like some type of future steps of events. Like, I just think there's probably only one that he would be able to look into, as that's just the one that correlates with the world he's in. I only think there's one. Like, I don't think there's some type of possible sets of futures that can be actual. I think there can only be one that's actualized, and that is probably the one that I'm in. That's the one I'm indexed to when I'm using the definition or in reference to the analytics. Like,
Uh,
so I think it would probably be most like it'll
do
probably
you
be
understand?
accurately depicted.
Do you understand what I was saying, or do you want me to repeat it? Because I don't think
I
I
understand
think
what you're
you might
saying.
be.
You're saying you don't think demonstrates it or whatever it's called determines. You think his goals will actually depict, and you think I should rather place predict or whatever. I don't think
Yeah.
so. Because obviously when I'm following these, it's probably gonna be an accurate depiction with the semantics I've already laid out, bro. Like, I don't think that's hard to understand.
It's probably going to be an accurate depiction. Why so? Why is
I've
it
already
it's
because
going to
there's
be accurate?
okay,
Well,
because okay, I'm gonna explain. while following the semantics that I've laid out is going to be an accurate depiction, and I'm gonna explain how it correlates to nada. Is that fine with you?
You said what? My fault. I
I
was reading
said,
chat.
I said, I'm gonna explain the semantics for why it's probably accurately depicted, and I'm gonna explain how it ties into nada.
Sure, you can go ahead, man.
All right, so for the reasons that it's accurately depicted, if there's one possible future that correlates to that world, that's just following under a set of determinism, which is known as fatalism. It just says there's I can give the argument for that in a minute too, but
Bro,
it just says there's one possible future. If he's looking into the fate or future or whatever, and there's only one possible one, it would probably be accurately depicted if he's looking into the only thing that could happen. Like I don't see the like when you're trying to say disconnection, you're trying to say because he can look at some other possible future. Well, obviously, when I'm using these semantics, I think there's probably only one future that could correlate to this one world logically following, as that's just from that's derivative from fatalism.
wait. Oh my lord. So there's multiple different factors that plays into this, and this goes under my initial question when we were on live. But it really just depends on the extent of that of not I's predictions or the
Okay,
precons,
so
whatever you want to
so you
call it.
agree with
His
P1?
work, right?
So
You
you
said
agree
what?
with the analytics for P1, bro? And now you're questioning how they tie into night eye, bro.
No. Just let me finish the sentence and you'll understand. All right. So it depends on the extent of it, right? But if we're just saying that if it's the case that he can see all possible futures and then he can see,
Not what I said.
oh my lord, that's what I never said that you said that wall. Can you please like calm
Yeah,
down, just listen,
I'm
and maybe you'll
I'm
track a
saying
little bit better,
I'm
right?
saying there's no need
Oh,
to
yo,
say it if I didn't say
wall.
it, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Wall. I'm setting up possibilities here, right? Unless you're saying that it is the case that he can only see one possible future, right? And I would like you to show me that. Yeah, I understand that you're going under the assumption that he can only say. You're just saying, oh yeah, it's probably just the case that he can only see one possible future. That's fine. Can you give me some type of justification for that? Because you're just saying that it's probably just the case has no like it holds no value here. But anyways, secondly, all I'm saying is it depends on the extent of Night-Eye's ability. If Night-Eye can see a glimpse into the future, as in like he can see a year from now and he sees a thing that may lead him to believe that All Might die, like such as All Might being in the hospital or All Might suffering from a fatal wound, right? It can be the case that he comes to the conclusion via a prediction that he can pass away in that moment, or it could just be that he was wrong, right? So what I'm asking you to do is to prove the extent of which Night Eye can see.
Yeah, bro. You are so lost, bro. For the second thing, bro, I know I was finna say we're finna tie in how it ties in the night eye, bro, but I'm gonna stay indexed to P1, so I'm gonna disregard whatever you said about night eye and how ties in the night eye or whatever, bro, because I don't really care for that. Because I'm obviously indexed to what is it called? Yeah, just into P1 and how the analytics follow, bro. I already explained, bro. If there's one possible future, I
I'm
can
telling
see
you, it's
the
dependent
argument.
upon. I'm just using Night Eye as a filler because obviously I know that you're talking about Night Eye, but the attack to P1 is I think that it's dependent upon what all the person can see. When you say if someone can see the future, that statement alone, I'm saying it depends on the accuracy of what they can
Okay,
see or what all
bro.
they can see.
Okay,
Obviously,
bro.
I'm using Night Eye because I know you're talking about Night Eye, but I think that statement, if someone can see the future and determine another
Oh,
destiny, is
okay.
dependent upon
Good-
what they can see.
Okay, bro. That rebuttal builds into new semantics, bro. That's not under the analytics that I've already given. Like that's some, like we can get into the challenge on that later or whatever, bro. But that doesn't necessarily challenge the analytics that have been laid out, bro. So I'm gonna go back to explaining how I was, bro. Okay, bro. So for the first thing, for him, like, bro, obviously, I already said that it follows under my semantics and the view that I uphold of fatalism. If there's one logically possible world that correlates with that world, if he's not looking at that one world, of course, it's probably going to be illogical. That doesn't follow, bro. And we can't really conceptualize illogical things all that well or visualize them. I think that's retarded, bro. And so, like, if there's one possible world and he's looking into the future events that only follow that one logically possible world, I think, like, like that's so obvious, bro. I've already explained this, bro. And then for the extent part, bro, I don't like that's so retarded, bro. Like, obviously, when we're talking about Night Eye's future, bro, we would probably take it at face value to just be full because we don't have any other external
I
factors
couldn't hear
saying
you.
that it
I
isn't.
couldn't
So
hear
we're
you.
probably
I
so we're
don't know if it
probably
was
gonna
me or
take
you,
it.
but you cut out. I didn't I didn't hear you. I don't know if it was me or
For
you,
the
but you cut out for a
for the night
second.
eye part, bro.
No, like 5 seconds ago, bro.
But that's not informative. But for the, I'll just restate the night eye part, bro, because I don't feel like state like I already said it anyways. But bro, for the night eye part, we would obviously take it at full value unless some type of external operators or something, not operators, my fault, external variables say we shouldn't take it at face value, or there's some type of reasoning for why we shouldn't take it at face value. Like normatively we just take statements or something from the manga at face value unless other external actors, like, so I would just need some type of like argument for why the prediction wouldn't be correct, bro. I don't know if that, like, I don't know if I'm using this, but it's probably just prima facie, like, bro,
Oh,
like,
okay, you're
you're
saying we're
lost,
gonna
bro.
take a statement. We're gonna take a statement at face value, and if the statement in question is the explanation for his ability that he can see into the future, I think that statement is very vague. So when if that's what you're in reference to
Oh
of
my
us, face
gosh.
value, I'm asking you, is that what you're in reference to? The statement of him being able to see the future, or the explanation of it?
Yes, just him being able to see the future. We're taking that at face value, bro.
Oh my lord! Sure. So seeing the future is still very vague. Like
That's
what?
fine, but we're all, bro. When you look at these
Oh my
different,
lord.
wait,
My lord.
bro,
So
wait, bro,
obviously, when
bro,
inserting this
bro.
in your
You're
argument,
gonna
it
bring
matters.
up, wait, bro. You're gonna bring up these like other like idiosyncratic things that aren't even at face value, and then try to say they're face value when they're not even at face value. Like that's retarded. Like the only thing we know, obviously, is just that he can see into the future. So you questioning it is so retarded unless there's some type of external factors that critique it. Like that's so retarded, bro. If we're obviously just taking it at
Buddy.
face value, that's prima facie, bro. Like,
Oh my lord. Oh, okay. When holy shit. When we go to say that, like,
bro, the
oh, I can
rhetorical
see the
laugh
future.
isn't like it's not working, bro. I promise you,
It's not a
nobody's trying
rhetorical
to
laugh.
do
I just laugh because you're so retarded. I can't stand that I'm debating you. But
it. I
anyways,
mean, you can think
what I
that,
was
bro.
saying, yeah, well, I mean, not well. Holy shit. Honestly, well is so much better than you. I don't know why he associates with you. Anyways, Wall, buddy.
Was that rhetorical to you, bro?
It- yeah, it was actually. Thank you. Anyways, moving on. Like I was saying, right? The reason the statement matters, right? Because retarded count one. When we go to say that someone can see into the future, what I'm saying there is that that's a vague statement, right? Is being able to see into the future, it can have limitations, it can have other depictions, right? So you just saying, oh, since it's not stated, we would just take it at face value. What do you think seeing the future at face value means? That you can just like see everything, that you can just see one particular thing, like
Bro,
what?
I'm like,
Or
bro.
actually, honestly,
Obviously, wait,
honestly,
bro,
just
because
finish
you're retarded. You're like
the statement.
actually like this is like actually, bro. When we're indexed to face
Jesus.
value, bro, we just take it at the as a full. Like that's just prima facie. We just take it as the full set. Like we take it as this depiction. That's prima facie. Like that's, bro. That's so simple. Like you are so
Yeah,
lost, bro.
you can just send me
And
the
then you
scans.
keep bringing up this like idiosyncratic like things you interpret
Yeah,
as. I don't care for those. It's face value. It's at face value. Like I've already explained,
you
bro.
can just conclude. That's fine.
Bro, I don't even use this argument
It kind
seriously,
of,
and you're losing to
oh
it.
my, yo, nigga, I don't want to hear all the rambling. Holy fuck, we can just conclude. Obviously, you're not going to change what you're saying. You're just repeating yourself. We can.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Graham, can you just like restate your response towards the prima facie point?
The main part that I was saying is his P1 states if someone can see the future and determine another's destiny.
And
I'm saying
just the prima facie
Bro,
part.
you said what?
The prima facie part, where he said we're going to take the statement to be true, prima facie, unless there is something external to of the statement that
I'm not gonna. Can you just type out what you're saying? Your mic, I can't really hear
But
anything.
He
It's
wants
not-
to know your objection to the prima facie shit.
the
yeah,
prima
so
facie part, bro.
So Wald's argument was that we're gonna take the statement to be true prima facie because as of right now, there's nothing external of the statement that goes against it. And what was your rebuttal towards that?
Well, one, I was asking him to see the statement that he was talking about,
That is
and
not
then
true, but I don't.
I
Your internet
literally
might
just
be
asked
ass and it
before.
might have
I
lagged out,
literally
but I guarantee you
asked.
nobody heard that.
I literally just asked before we went to conclusions. But anyways, and then secondly, that was pretty much it. I was just asking for the statement because I think that the statement that oh he can see into the future is just kind of vague and like it. I feel like it's more context behind it. So I was more so just asking for context behind that and saying that the statement itself was vague. But like I said,
Do you think? Do you think? Do you think you saying it's vague is like some sort of defeater towards the point?
That's why I was asking for the statement. I wasn't attacking the argument. I was asking for the statement in which he's in reference
Oh yeah,
to.
okay.
Because if he's
Yes, just for like the debate to progress, he can give the statement.
all right, sure.
Yes, I gotta give the statement.
Yeah, give me a second. All right, let me get it.
Yeah, there's a
Bro, I
statement.
sent it, buddy.
Really, I need 21. And in other words,
I just want to be clear, bro. If he doesn't attack it again, bro, we can just continue the conclusions, bro.
oh my lord.
Okay.
And not gonna lie, bro, this water, she gets fucked.
All right, sure. So, just to make sure that I'm understanding this correctly, all Nadai is saying inside the scan is that he's able to, his ability foresight is able to see a situation frame by frame for exactly an hour, but the situation that he sees is very close up and he can only see immediate surroundings. And based off the depiction, it's like the person and the background and like whatever they're holding or whatever.
Bro, he just says, bro. Uh, he just says he can see into the future, basically. For like, he can just see into the future, and it's only for 1 hour. Like, I don't know why you add all these extra words, bro. He can just follow that person's future very closely for that for that 1 hour, but it's not like he's just seeing 1 hour into the future. Like,
Yeah, that's what I just. Okay, sure. So you agree? Holy shit! Give me one second.
do. Boy,
All right, my mouth on me. Anyways,
we can just wait for Zinni to undeafen.
okay, sure.
Yo, what's up? I'm back. I'm back, guys.
Bro, I promise we don't care. But all right, Grim, you can continue.
All right, yeah. So, your point was just that we're gonna take this set ability at face value, correct?
Yeah, and I said it's true. Be a prima facie.
Okay, sure.
Sure. Is that a concession to the view, or
No. What? Anyways, obviously, if I'm continue talking, then I have something else to say. Maybe if you can take, if you hear, then you would understand that wasn't a concession. All right.
I know, but when there's so many things said, I'm obviously gonna need clarification when there's a lack of clarity. But like,
Okay. Oh my lord. Yeah. Let me. Da, 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 da.
well,
All right.
uh,
Yeah. You said what?
huh? I wasn't talking to my phone.
All right, yeah. So I think that P1 just follows the entire issue with P1 is just because it's just assuming that someone seeing a possible, oh my lord, seeing a possible future doesn't mean that the future is inevitable, right? So just because someone sees, oh, you
Bro,
die,
are you
let's say
serious?
one sec. Let's just say that like I see you get shot, you die, whatever, I could see that. The entire point with P1 is you say if someone sees a future and determines another's destiny, if you still fall under the same analytics of destiny, and that's just going to be some future that's going to happen or an inevitable future, right? Correct?
Not even. I didn't hear anything you said, bro. You like you lagged out for me.
Okay, what do you define destiny to be? What did you define destiny to be?
Bro, like, bro. Okay, bro. Destiny is just predetermined. Just predetermined fate or predetermined fate. Like, and bro, I did hear you, bro. I've already answered all that, bro. And he's not seeing a possible future. He's seeing the future. Like I've already said this, bro. Like your objection, like it holds no weight, bro.
Wait, yeah. So that's just holy fuck. I don't like. Oh my lord. Yeah, so that's just assuming that the third person has fixed destinies. But sure, we can just fall under that. Let's just say I don't want to argue this point any further. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere there. We can just
I
agree
mean,
on that.
Okay, so you agree on P1?
Yeah, I can agree on P1 and just go to P2.
All right, bro. What is
All right.
P2? What is,
All right, sure. Sir, not I can see the future and
bro,
determine.
we basically already argued on P2 with the prima. That was literally like you act like I don't think you meant to, but we pretty much moved to P2 already. Like we've already been arguing upon that with the prima facie stuff.
Isn't P2 just the mode opponents? Just a conditional
Yeah.
Yeah, P2.
on condition.
You said what?
No, I'm just saying, isn't like the whole argument like or the whole syllogism just mode opponent? So you have a if then statement. So if
Yeah.
you agree to the first part, then the second part just follows.
Hmm. This
Let's
guy,
see.
man, that is
Uh,
true.
if someone can see the future and determine another's destiny, then what they foresee is a person's destiny. So, and I can see the future and determines that all my destiny is to die. Therefore, Sir Nadai sees reflects all my destiny. All right,
Yeah,
sure.
so you might as well just move on to a P3 because the other part is just
Yeah,
Yeah, like it's just modus ponens, bro.
yeah, sure, that's fine. Um, P3, if a person changes outcome that was previously determined as destiny, then that person has manipulated destiny. That one I don't necessarily agree with, right? And the reason for that is I believe that destiny can be conditional. So let's say what's the
What the
example?
fuck is a conditional destiny, bro?
I'll explain, right? So let's say that under the said well, I guess we kind of already went over this maybe, but let's say, like, under said hypothetical, Deku's mom dies, and because of that, it leads Deku to die as well. But if Deku's mom doesn't go to the store the next day, then she doesn't die. Therefore, Deku lives. Right? That can be a that could
Bro,
be a
bro. I
predetermined.
don't even care, bro. We already agreed to my definition of destiny index to the syllogism, bro. Like you already agreed to these things. I don't know why you keep trying to come back, bro.
Okay. Anyways, uh, just to be
Make it an
clear,
actual objection.
wait. Just to be clear, your definition of destiny was just a predetermined future, right?
Yeah, sir. If everything is determined.
Bro, I honestly, you know what? I'm not gonna argue this point further. We can just agree that Bakugo has destiny manipulation. I'll just argue for my character.
All right, that's fine.
Sure.
You-
I just think Akashi's gonna be absolute, man.
Can you send the argument, like a syllogism, this panel, or something?
Sure, man.
Uh, oh shit, bro! I'm eating this good ass hamburger right now, bro.
yeah. I'm not gonna shut up, fat ass. Dude,
This
debate.
same nigga that was running to get brownies. What the fuck?
That
Like,
should that
What
should
is
be on
this?
the scan.
Yeah, bro.
Um, just to explain the scans, he has this ability called Emperor's Eye. The just to be clear, the ability is what's absolute, not Akashi himself. When he goes to say I am absolute, he's just in reference to the ability. We see this in other scans by him explaining his ability and referring to it as being absolute.
Right. Hold up,
Uh,
buddy.
you
Hold
said
up,
what?
buddy. You're talking a little too fast, bro. Like talking a little too fast, bro. Like simmer it down for me, bro. And like you're like
Basically,
you say something and you restate it in different words, bro. Just say it once. And,
okay, right, right. Akashi is absolute.
all right, but you don't got to
In the
slow it down
sense
that
that
much. Like,
okay, Akashi has
no.
an absolute ability. The set of absolute ability is just for him to see and change the future, and then for him to send out orders. In the scan, sometimes he says, "I am absolute." When he says, "I am absolute," he's giving credence to the ability. You see that in the bottom right scan where he says, "I am absolute," and then goes to explain the ability. The reason he considers himself absolute is just because of the ability, and we see this also with the scan right above that saying,
Where's
"My
the
orders are
original
absolute."
scan where it says he's absolute, bro? I can't.
Are you? I'm
It's
gonna read.
the original scan, like, or does it just
Okay,
is it just him saying it?
the bottom left saying uh,
I
the
am
switch that he's
absolute.
absolute.
I am
The
absolute.
the bottom right of it explaining the
I know.
ability and explaining that it's absolute, and then
I
the
can
top
see
right, and then
changing
show
it to
purpose.
not be any boy. All right,
Oh, and then
so why
everything
can't
but
this
the
just
top left
be
scan. The top left
no?
scan can just yeah.
What the hell is the top? Okay, what, bro? Why can't this just be the author's intent? Like, what the author and like what he wants to happen, like what he intends to happen. Why does it have to be something actualized?
The author's intent being the Akashi, like everything that Akashi says, or everything that absolute. Oh my
He
fucking god,
wants,
his
bro.
ability
The
is
author's
absolute.
intent like his intent is to make him actualized, or like make him whatever it's called, absolute or whatever. Like that's his intent. Why is this action actualized within the world? Like, for example, if my intent was to make coffee and I accidentally make water, like I just want some type of argument for why it's actualized.
Why would it be? Yeah. So one, I think when our authors goes to oh my lord, state something within a series, obviously it's just going to be a reflection of their intent. But we would assume that this said statement is true unless contradicted. So unless
That's
contradictions,
that's
uh,
what's in question right now. By the way, why
uh,
we
uh,
should take the author's intent to be like you just saying we should take it to be actualized because it hasn't been contradicted is kind
one
of a
sec.
question, but I'm like,
I'm getting to that, right? And if we don't take statements to be true unless contradicted, then it messes up with narrative coherency, right? So if we have a statement, the statement says, Deku says, "Oh, I want to be the greatest hero," and you're like, "Oh, why will we take that statement to be true?" Well, if we don't take any statements to be true, and we need some type of justification or evidence provided to back up
I
the
mean,
statement itself, then I don't think the narrative can follow coherently.
I
So
mean,
the
I don't
reason
even
we take
think
these
the
statements to be
analogy you
true is
said.
for coherency.
I don't even think the analogy that you said was analogous, bro. Like,
Okay, you don't have to focus on the
I,
analogy. The main point is we're taking statements to be true unless contradicted for the sake of the
yeah,
narrative.
bro. Okay, so for the narrative, bro, it can still, bro. It's just how the author intends the statement. The statement can still work away and make of arguments or whatever, bro. It can be
Are you
like the
like? Can you
author can
repeat that?
interpret,
You were kind of like I don't know what was going on, but you kind of
bro.
like paused
It
and.
was because Well made me laugh, bro.
Anyways,
But still, bro, we can like, dude, the author can intend it for it to be a way, but it can still be another way where it follows narratively. Additionally,
I
we can
kind of
simply take it. We can simply take it as something symbolic. We don't have to like need for it to always be like how the author intends to be. Like that's retarded. Why did like it doesn't have to be
you're just
actualized?
you're
I've already
just
explained it.
restating. We can go conclusions on this point. I don't want to argue this further. We can just conclude. I already
Like
attacked that. You can
we don't have to even take it
we
seriously in the first part.
okay.
Like,
I already attacked that. You're not really attacking my argument. We
I
can
mean,
conclude.
you can think that, bro. That's
Wait,
fine.
Wait, bro, I don't know if I'm tweaking, but
Yeah, well, I'd prefer if you didn't talk mid debate. I
damn,
won't use it.
I'm sorry,
damn,
but I
that
thought I was
nigga
gonna
ass.
conclude you, right, bro?
Anyways, can you give conclusion on that, and then well, you can say whatever you wanted to say.
I have a question. So when you gave the another interpretation as to how we could take the scans, for the currency of the story by taking them symbolically, like what was the argument against that? Because if 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 it's like the same rebuttal as before, then the argument doesn't, it doesn't actually attack anything.
Are you talking to me or Wall?
I'm talking to
Bro.
Lucky. Look.
Uh,
If you said that, when he asked, why do you have to take the statement true, and then you said, well, to preserve the coherency of the story, And his rebuttal to that was, well, we can still take we can still preserve the coherency of the story by taking the statement to be, symbolic, not to actually be serious, right? What was your rebuttal against that? Because if it's the same rebuttal as before, if it's like a repetition, then that really doesn't like defeat his argument, because the coherency of the story is still being preserved, whilst the statement is not true. So.
Yeah, so the argument given, well, the initial argument was just for coherency, and then when he said we can take it to be symbolic, one, I don't remember him, or I don't have like, I don't know if there's like rec or anybody thing, but if he
Mm.
did say we can take it symbolically, I didn't hear that part. But what it sounded like to me is that he just repeated himself, and I said if you're just gonna repeat yourself, we can conclude, and he just repeated himself again. That's why I said we can go to conclusions. So yeah, I didn't attack it because I
think
didn't
Ghost,
hear it.
if I'm not wrong, I think Ghost.
You said what?
I
recording.
mean,
Ghost is
I
recording.
would have to stop the OBS and
That's right. Just stop it and then restart it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he said that or not, but if he did, then I can attack that point. But I didn't hear it.
No,
But
bro, we're concluding already, bro.
I also asked him to repeat himself, and he kind of just didn't. But
When did that happen? I mean, even if, bro, I don't have an obligation to repeat myself within a debate. Like, if the judges like Zinni heard, like, if the judge Zinni heard it, that's fine.
Sure, that's fine. That's why I'm just asking for record from saying.
Bro.
Yes.
So, and since we're concluding, bro, and you agree that if I said it, you didn't attack it, you would agree that I want to debate them?
Once again, I just want to hear rec.
Yeah, I'm just asking a question since we're...
Yeah, and I'm just not gonna answer the question. I don't feel obligated to. Anyways.
All right.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Look, bro, this debate was tough.
So, anyways,
Yeah. If you and just go to the end.
Food, and she just repeated himself again.
I have a question. So when you gave another interpretation as to how we could take
analogous, bro, like
okay, you don't
Wait,
have to
but
focus
I
on
do
the
gotta
analogy.
answer
The
this
main
question.
point is we're taking statements to be true.
So do y'all agree that Grimm admitted to dropping his own analogy? Like,
yes.
Like, can we go back further? I can't hear.
My fault.
Is it playing audio? We need some type of justification or evidence provided to back up the statement itself. Then I don't think the narrative can follow coherently.
So I mean, I don't even think the analogy you said.
Coherency.
I don't even think the analogy that you said was analogous, bro. Like,
okay, you don't have to focus on the analogy. The main point is we're taking statements to be true unless contradicted for the sake of the narrative.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so for the narrative, bro, it can still, bro. It's just how the author intends the statement. The statement can still work away and make of arguments or whatever, bro. It can be like the author can interpret.
You were kind of like, I don't know what was going on, but you kind of like.
Bro, it was because Well made me laugh, bro.
Anyways,
but still, bro, we can like, dude, the author can intend it for it to be a way, but it can still be another way where it follows narratively. Additionally, we can simply take it. We can simply take it as something symbolic. We don't have to like need for it to always be like how the author intends to be. Like, that's
there it is.
Symbolic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say it. He said it.
He said it after
we could. He said it after we can conclude, and I was kind of talking. Well, he cut me off talking. I didn't hear that. I will agree, but yeah, I'd already said prior that we can conclude, but that's fine. If you're saying that we could take it symbolically, then
no,
yeah,
but we concluded. We're concluded. We concluded, bro. Like the only reason I said that.
Can you let me finish?
Wait,
okay.
no, bro.
Like I said,
you're gonna say a point, bro. I don't care for the point, bro.
Whoa,
I don't care for the point. Like,
be quiet, bro.
Please listen. I'm not making a point. I'm saying I can agree that you said we can take it symbolically. That was just a problem on my fault. I didn't hear you because I was talking. I wasn't focused on what you were saying. So that's fine.
All right, then my fault, bro.
Holy.
Is debate over?
So
sure, man. We can end debate here.
that's Wall won. I mean, if you're on my last judgment, since you didn't really attack it, y'all concluded Wall technically won. But I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't getting to be. Like, this nigga was stuttering.
Bro, it was. I honestly
was
focused
I'm
on.
not good at GC debates.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm fine. I don't have an ego. You can win this debate, but I just genuinely didn't hear you. I don't know if it was me or if you cut out for me, but I didn't hear you at all.
Make a wild booty, bro.
Can
Any
you
bro,
maybe
I'm not
stop
good at
lying,
bro. Like if anybody in here has seen an actual wall debate, bro, I'm so much better in servers than GCs,
See,
bro.
Always,
I'm
bro.
Us.
I'm not
Always
I'm not
us.
good. I'm not good debating around people that I don't know, and this isn't even ego ship. I don't know anybody here but Gia, Wall, and Well, and I barely know Wall. But
Bro,
anyways, yeah, that's fine. Wall, you can win that. I don't really care. I stopped debating seriously a while ago anyway. So you said what, bro? Second time Wall wants against someone not hearing shit.